Hooked it way wide of the net, up high, again a rolling puck. Kopitar, quick shot, rebound, and he scores!
I'm Peter Mansbridge, and this is The National. This evening we're featuring exclusive coverage of the Nicole Gerard case. We're going on scene with our senior correspondent Tyrone Ice, who's live downtown outside the Vancouver courtroom.
Thanks, Peter. I'm here downtown outside the Vancouver Law Courts, where we're about to hear the case between Gerard and the Crown. It was in this Vancouver neighborhood that the unspeakable happened. In early hours of the morning, the neighbors were awoken by sudden multiple gunshots ringing through the air. Neighbors from all around came out of their houses, only to see Miss Gerard crying on her lawn. I'm entering the court waiting chamber to meet up with Mr. Cato, the best friend of Mr. Steele, and one of the first people to arrive at the scene following the shooting. I'm here with Mr. Ken Cato. Mr. Cato, what do you think about this case?
I think she would be guilty.
What do you think, how has this case affected your life, and what was your relationship with Mr. Steele?
It's like, it feels like I lost a big brother. It's like, we used to do everything together. Alright. Now I just miss him.
Alright. Well, we've heard from the case files. So far what we've gotten, we've heard that Mr. Steele and Mr. Gerard were in an abusive relationship. How did that affect you?
When I first found out, it kind of took me by surprise, since I've never known it to get violent and
What was the degree of the abuse to Miss Gerard? Did they both get hurt, or was it just a one-way abuse?
From what I saw, both ways.
Mr. Cato, I quote Mr. Steele saying, "If you don't stall, you will get it." What do you think of that line?
I don't know really, but I'm assuming he might get
Pedophile, sir. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We at CBC were able to get first-hand unfilmed statement from Mr. Gerard's lawyers stating that they wish to prove that Mr. Gerard is not guilty and clear of all charges. The Crown prosecutors have stated that they wish to convict Mr. Gerard of first-degree murder, putting her behind bars for many years to come. For more information on the Gerard case, please stay connected at cbc.com or CBC News. I'm Michael Bush, signing out.
Thanks, Tyrone. My guest tonight is Dr. Holmes. He's a medical doctor who's been practicing here locally in Vancouver, British Columbia for 10 years now. Hello, Doctor. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So, I understand that you have been treating Miss Gerard on occasion, on and off, in the past few years, and you've also been extensively studying her medical records.
That's correct.
So, at what point did Miss Gerard's injuries become alarming to you?
Well, she came in for a visit and she had fractured bones in her hands and face, which were not consistent with falling off a horse, as she had claimed.
And what was Miss Gerard's response when you personally asked her about the injuries she sustained?
Oh, she denied emphatically about being abused.
And is that a typical response for a woman who's subject to such extreme abuse?
Well, I'm not an expert in spousal abuse, but many patients who had been abused denied the assaults in questioning.
Okay, and when compared to other cases of assault victims, how do Miss Gerard's injuries stand to those?
Peter, I've seen and treated many assault victims, and the injuries that Miss Gerard sustained were very similar.
Okay, well thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much for coming on our show. I'm Peter Mansbridge, and this has been The National for May 10th. Thank you, and good night.